One of the most important things you can learn in the kitchen is how to see value in ingredients that some people overlook. So today, Xander and I are going to show you how to take vegetable scraps, inexpensive ingredients, and turn them into something luxurious.
Stick with us and we'll show you how. Wait, we can make soup from scraps?
You bet, bud. A very large part of what we do as chefs is constantly watching what it is that we're using and throwing away. In this case, today, we're going to show you how to take the scrap ends that would normally be thrown away and use them to make a luxurious, silky smooth, delicious asparagus soup that is made from really inexpensive ingredients. Again, the butt ends of asparagus, some onions, some potatoes to bring in a silky smoothness, and aromatics. So we're going to use some foundational skills that we've worked with along the way, everything from sauteing to caramelizing ingredients to building flavors layer by layer. So Xander, you ready to get in the kitchen?
Yeah.
We're going to wash our hands, we're going to secure our cutting board, and we're going to meet you there. So now that we're in the kitchen, we're going to get our mise en place ready. With every good soup, with every good recipe, mise en place is the foundation to making everything not only taste good, but come together quickly and effectively. So we're going to start with our asparagus. We have some asparagus scrap from our episode on making asparagus mimosa. We also bought a bundle of asparagus from our local market. Now, if you don't have asparagus in your garden, totally fine. Grab some from your store or your market like we're doing here. So we're going to snip down everything here. You can see the bundle here. The asparagus is about this long. We're going to take off the bottom couple of inches. This is the scrap that we're talking about. The stuff that is just too woody or fibrous. You can see here, we want the tender tops, the midsection and the tips. Now, for this recipe, we're talking about taking scraps and making them luxurious, something that you would find at a fine dining restaurant. So we're going to take the tip ends and we're going to actually take all of those off and save them for our next steps here coming up. We're also going to take a couple of the midsections here and we're going to shave a few of them for our garnish. This is a process that we've actually shown you how to do in a previous episode about how chefs make vegetable cuts really, really thin using a mandolin. If you want to check that out, we will link that in the description below as well. Luxury tends to look really, really pretty, really, really fancy, really, really complicated, even though it might not be for some of us. This is what we're here to show you. Red Shoe Chefs loves to show how everyone can cook, take everyday food items and elevate them into something that 20 years of kitchen experience can bring you, make you the superstar in your kitchen. Once you have your asparagus set, we're going to prepare a few julienne onions. We're going to grab a couple of yellow potatoes and rough chop those down. If you want to practice all your vegetable cuts on this stuff, by all means, go ahead. This is a great time to practice it, but because this soup is going to be pureed, none of your vegetable cuts are going to make or break the end product. We're going to clean up a couple of cloves of garlic. We're going to get the rest of our mise en place ready too. We're going to grab some stock. We're going to go out into the garden and grab some fresh thyme. Once our mise en place is ready, we're going to move over to the stove. We're going to get a large stock pot on. We're using a Tramontina Dutch oven. Go ahead and use whatever you have in your kitchen that can handle the volume of soup that we're about to make. We're going to add a couple of tablespoons of oil and we're going to start to build our layers of flavor. Now with soup, the best thing you can do to make the best end product is to layer flavors. You're going to slowly build from bottom to top every single layer that you do here. So you're going to make sure that you pack in as much flavor into some of the vegetables that don't have as much. We're going to first add our onions in and we're going to get those to start to saute. You're going to start to see those go. You're going to mix them around. Make sure you're stirring so that way they don't burn, but you're going to start to see them caramelize to the bottom. We are going to add our asparagus. The thing you need to focus on here is making sure that you give the asparagus enough time to cook. The stem ends that we're using here, again, are really fibrous and they need time to break down, cook into the soup, and give up all the flavor that they can while continuing to cook tender, so that way they can be blended and the mouthfeel of the soup is going to be nice and silky and luxurious. Once you've cooked that in for a little while, another 2 to 3 minutes or so, we're going to add in our potatoes. Now the potatoes here, we're using yellow potatoes because they are a waxy potato. They're going to be a little bit more creamy when you cook them instead of starchy and mealy like a russet would be. This is also going to give that luxurious mouthfeel. Real silky, real smooth without using a ton of cream or butter, because those items can be expensive. We want to make sure that we are using these ingredients to the best of their ability, but while maintaining an inexpensive quality too. We're gonna cook those for another 3 to 5 minutes, get them stirred around, make sure things are getting incorporated. Zaner man, you went out to the garden and grabbed some fresh thyme. Again, if you're not growing any in your garden or in your windowsill, please feel free to use a couple of teaspoons of dried thyme. We're gonna toss that right in. We're gonna stir that in a little bit, adding some salt and some pepper here as well. If you want to use some chili flake, by all means, go ahead. Once those ingredients are all kind of cooked in, we're gonna add 6 to 8 cups of stock. Again, depending upon how much you have in your pot, how much the pot can handle, go ahead and make as big a batch as you want or as big a batch as you can make with the scrap ends of these asparagus that you have. Once that chicken stock is in, we're going to stir it around, make sure that everything's off the bottom of the pan. We're gonna scrape a little bit to make sure we're getting a fond and all that flavor we've worked so hard to build off the bottom. And then we're gonna let this thing simmer. Depending upon the volume that you're making, this could take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes or more. We've got some pretty thick asparagus ends. We're growing really robust asparagus out in our garden, so it's gonna take us a little while. And that's the thing. This soup is just gonna take as long as it's gonna take. It might not be the fastest thing to do, but it is so flavorful, so delicious, so luxurious, and honestly really nutritious that it's worth the effort to make. Here at about a half hour for us, this is about where we need it. And this is the step where we're going to add our final couple of ingredients before we go to blend. So we're gonna add a little bit of spinach here. We're gonna kick it off the heat. We're gonna stir it in. We don't need a whole lot of heat to do what we need here. Once that has wilted in, you'll see that darken up and we're ready to go. So now we need to blend the soup. We are going to use a stick blender because that's what we have available to us. And we're going to just run it until the soup is smooth. From here, we're gonna taste it. We're going to check for seasoning, for salt, for spice, and for acidity. The best soups are totally balanced. So the savory, the sweet, the sour, the umami, they all need to be balanced. This soup has a lot of savory, so it needs a little bit of acid and just a touch more salt. So we're gonna use a little bit of lemon zest and lemon juice here. There you have it. Your soup is ready to go. So now we're going to move back to the stove to show you how to garnish this soup. Those asparagus tips that we saved from earlier, we need to blanch them. If you don't know what blanching is, we have an episode that we're going to link at the end of the episode here for you, so you know exactly what to do here. Pot of water on real quick. We're gonna blanch those asparagus tips and we're going to ice them down. We've got our shaved asparagus using our mandolin that we've put into ice water to curl up really nice, and we are ready to garnish the soup. We're gonna pour our soup into our bowl. We're going to set our asparagus tips in and around. We're gonna take a bundle of that shaved asparagus, put that in the center. We're gonna drizzle some olive oil. And there it is. You have pinkies up, high quality, fully seasoned, delicious, balanced, luxurious asparagus soup that cost you hardly anything. Thank you, Xander. Thank you for helping. Appreciate you in the kitchen. We love cooking with you. We love cooking with you too. If you want to see more, go ahead and drop down, press that like button, press that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that
Bell.
because when you do, you will be the first to get our next episodes, so that way you can learn how to elevate your skills in the kitchen, cook along the way with us and our family, and become that superstar in the kitchen that we know you can be. So until the next one, we'll see ya.
Bye. Potatoes.
Potato.